Hello everyone and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. On today's show we'll recap a championship weekend here for the Ferris State football team along with the Bulldog volleyball program, and we'll talk men's basketball, but we'll start with Bulldog football. Head coach Tony Annese. Coach, welcome back and congratulations on winning the Super Region 4 championship this past week.
Thanks, Rob. Great to be here.
Obviously an outstanding game by the Bulldogs this past weekend. You took on Grand Valley State, a very familiar opponent here in the playoffs, and a chance to move on after the victory and moving on to the national semifinals.
Yeah, very exciting time for our program. Yeah, not only a familiar opponent, but a great opponent. So I was really pleased by the way we played. Went down to their stadium and just played, great football. Played with exceptional energy and determination and effort and all those things that really it requires for you to win a game of that significance. And I couldn't ask more for our young men. So very excited to be where we are today.
As we go to some of the highlights of the game, obviously came in with a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, and certainly you got a break here early as Grand Valley will snap the ball over the punter's head and through the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, they had some misfortune. Evidently, I heard their long snapper was ill, maybe food poisoning or something. And so this is their second string long snapper, hard position for him to be in. And so we got ahead early 2-0. And we had an opportunity to put in another score here. And so the early lead, I thought, really helped us. We were able to do some good things early, and we held almost the whole game. We held the lead. Only like for 3 short plays were we not in the lead.
Devontae Harrington with the long run there, a guy that really had a big play for you and hadn't seen a whole lot of action.
Yeah, he's been great. We lost Jamel Lockett to a ACL, and Jamel was one of our key players, and some of those young guys, he's a redshirt freshman, plugged in there and done a nice job.
Had the early 12-0 lead. Momentum maybe starting to shift here in the second quarter as Grand Valley State comes back with the interception, led to a touchdown run from Marty Carter.
Yeah, I hated myself for that call. Sometimes you make a call, and I put Reggie in a bad spot there, and we threw the pick, and we did a good job against Marty Carter most of the day, but he cut it loose on that one, and I'm trying to catch up here. We missed a field goal right before half, and this is their score to put them ahead for the first time in the game. And then 3 plays later, Malik takes us to great field position here. He's done a great job as a kick returner, and then 3 plays later, we score and we hold the lead the rest of the game.
Obviously, you played 2 quarterbacks. Reggie played in the first half, played well, and then you got Trevor Birmingham, who really came on, had a nice second half.
Yeah, both of them played really well. I told them that both of them were going to have to carry the ball about 15 times a game. I looked at the stats, and both of them had on the nose 15 carries, so I looked like a genius there. But yeah, they both played well. As the game progressed, I thought we wore them down. I thought we won both line of scrimmages, which was critical. But they made a lot of plays. Here's Dotson going up and getting a catch here, and Erston Smith here over Javante. And so they came fighting back, and we were able to answer almost all of those. I thought this was the play of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, and Malik's still going and gets us down inside the 5, and then Trevor scores on the next play here.
Just a sophomore, but Malik Taylor had a big game. Trevor Birmingham, 4 touchdown runs here. This one coming late in the contest.
Yeah, it was key. Then we kind of cut it loose and brought a lot of pressure, and I thought that was the key too. To get to their quarterback, because he's such a great rhythm quarterback thrower if he's got time. And there's a 4th down stop here where we did a nice job, and they turned it over on down.
Tremendous performance by the defensive line, really forcing some fumbles, and we'll see a couple here coming up in the 4th quarter as well.
Yeah, we ran around really well as a defense. Here's another turnover, and we got on it. So I thought defense really kind of set the tone. Offense, we got a rhythm a little bit in the second half, but it was a challenge for sure. There they called Sidney Omame down, so the rest of this kind of just extra side work, but they call him down. They still drove down the field and scored to cut it to an 8-point lead after the 2-point conversion. And here Casey Zenner just fields the ball and sees an opening and takes off and scores.
That one kind of ices the win here. Tremendous performance and a great show of support by the Bulldog fans that we're now.
Yeah, wow. I mean, just a sea of red. Look at that picture there, sea of red. That's at the end of the game, and it was just our side was packed, and along our side of the field it was packed, and so just incredible to see the support we've got. it just kind of shows you how much our program's grown, and it's really exciting.
You move on to the national semifinals. Another tough opponent coming up ahead, Northwest Missouri State, a team that's been a longtime power in Division II.
Yeah, you know, we went from one power to the next. This team's the #1 team all year. You know, they're the reigning national champs. 38-2 in the last 3 years. We're 34-4 in the last 3 years. So it's been you know, 3 seasons where both teams have had incredible runs, and you know, they've statistically just a powerhouse as well as obviously the W's, but their defense is #1 in the nation, and you know, total offense against them. They've given up hardly any yards running, and so they're a force, and we're going to have to play great to beat them.
How exciting is it to have this challenge in front of you to keep playing here now towards the middle of December?
1 of 4, you know, regional champs. You know, in the mid-season, we were fighting. Hopefully, you know, after week 6, we were talking about, man, if we can win the last 5, we have a chance to be in the playoffs. Look, you know, won the last 5, and now won 3 playoff games, and now in, you know, one team of 4 in the whole nation. That's pretty incredible. It's a great achievement by our young men. We're very excited.
What does it take to go to Maryville, Missouri, and come back with a victory on Saturday?
Oh, man, it's early to know that, honestly. You know, we're going to have to try to get something going offensively. Our defense has been stout against the run. Our secondary is playing great. Our special teams the other day was really good. Our offense has been productive, but we got a huge force. Their defense is incredible. So we're going to have to try to, you know, keep our defense off the field a little bit, try to figure out how to move the ball. No one's done it successfully against them, but you know, we'll work hard to try to figure that out. And we've had good balance of run and pass, and so hopefully we can keep them off balance a little bit and be a solid opponent against them.
Deepest postseason run here for the Bulldogs in 21 years since reaching the national semifinals, 1995. Really says a lot about the work the guys have put in here over the course of the year.
It's unbelievable. You know, we've got, I've referred to this time and time again, but we've got a bunch of guys that we got our first year here in a short recruiting window, and we had some great players who have, you know, now 5th-year guys have done, you know, exceptional job, and we've got some great young guys that fill in, and it's been a great mix of individuals, but you know, a lot of just unbelievable accomplishments. You know, a 28 regular season game win streak, and you know, playoff victories at the level that, you know, I just heard that it was the first away playoff game in the history of Ferris State football. So just incredible, and I couldn't be more enthused about what we've been able to do, and looking forward to Saturday. 8
straight wins here as you get ready for round 4 of the postseason, and certainly looking forward to what the Bulldogs can do this Saturday in the national semifinals.
Shall be fun. It's an exciting time.
Well, Coach, thanks, and best of luck to the Bulldogs.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.